Hi, Helen.
Hi, how you doing?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, last week we met and we talk about your situation.
Yeah. Can you give me 1 minute, please? Can you rewind it, please?
Yes, I'll stop it.
Hi, Helen.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um. Well, I need to summarize what we talked about last week in the first session. We talk about you having difficulty sleeping at night because you were up most of the night, and some kind of sadness, crying, not able to focus. Do you
Can you
still
increase
feel?
your volume? I can't hear you.
Mine is high enough. You can hear me, right, Alex?
Yes, I can hear you good.
I think it's your computer, Helen.
Okay, just go on. I'll be
Can you
attentive.
hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, we talk about your situation, being sad, depressed, and sleep long hours, staying in bed late. How you feeling now? Tell me what's going on.
I'm trying to adjust to everything going on around me because I'm still working hard to get out of bed, and I'm able to interact with my baby now
Oh.
than before.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm trying my best to improve.
Okay. So you are getting better. You have made some progress toward your
Yes,
issues now. Tell
yes.
me, what have you done
What have I done?
to make that change?
Um, I try to wake up early in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
but I still go back to bed,
Mm-hmm.
take care of my baby,
Mm-hmm.
meet to the baby's need, then do some housework, like, put things together,
Mm-hmm.
and then go back to bed, just lay on my bed.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad to hear that. That's great. That's great. So tell me, do you still cry sometimes?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Because when I get overwhelmed, you know, I cry.
Tell me, tell me about you getting overwhelmed.
Too much work, the baby needs a lot of attention, spending more time with my baby. I don't have time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go out with my friends anymore. You know, my husband just get up and go out with his friends because I have to take care of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit sad for me.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying you don't get enough support from your husband with the baby and you would like to go out with your friends, but you don't have?
Yes, I don't get enough support from him.
Mhm. So tell me about the older kids you have. You think you got more support when you had them at the beginning, or the old ones? So tell me about them. Tell me about your experience with them.
Yeah, I think I do have a lot of support with my previous kids. You know, he believes that those ones were planned, and then he has a good job and he was able to take care of the family. But right now, this baby is unexpected, and he didn't plan for another baby. So unfortunately, the baby came. There's nothing we can do at this time, just to take care of the baby. So I think that is his own point, and he just wants me to get back to be myself as I used to be. But without his help and support, I don't know how that's going to happen, because I'm doing everything by myself. I have to take care of the baby, and friends helping me with some little money they have, because I don't have anything. I'm not working. So it's a little bit tough.
I understand. I understand that it can be tough when
It
you
is
got a baby that wasn't planned and you're not getting enough support. You're not getting enough support, and especially if you are struggling financially and you have other kids to take care of. I understand, but beside that, you're saying that you're feeling like you ought to some kind of back down and you but you're still trying to work and to get better. So what does it mean by he wants you to get back to yourself? How were you before?
Um, Before I used to go out, I do work, I go to work. I come back, we can go to movie, we go to friends' house, we go places with the kids. But with this little one, it's very difficult to take the baby out because the baby is just like not yet strong yet.
Mm-hmm,
So we have to be careful to expose the baby out there.
mm-hmm,
So I have to be home almost all the time.
mm-hmm. And how old is the baby again?
The baby is going to 8 months old now.
8 months. Okay. 8 months. But have you seen any changes? Like is the baby growing up or you have not seen any changes?
The baby is thriving. It's not really growing. It's coming along. The baby is coming along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a little bit tiny than normal babies.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, have you been working on the journal that I asked you to do when you're feeling down?
Say that again. I can't hear you.
Have you been working on your journal?
My journal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I work on my journal.
Tell me, what have you done?
On my journal, I have the time that I have to wake up, which I have been doing, and when to get up and feed the baby, which I have been doing,
Mm-hmm.
and also to put some time for house activity. And towards the evening time, I just take like maybe
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes walk and I come back.
Yeah, 20 minutes. But do you still go swimming?
It has been a while.
There where you can try to start swimming again?
As soon as my baby is able to go to daycare, yeah, then I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Helen, tell me, how would you like your situation to change for the better?
Um, I want my situation to change as soon as my baby is old enough to, to go to daycare and to start preschool so that I'll be able to get a good job, get my life back together.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's very stressful and depressing, and I don't want to live like this, but I just have to go through this situation because of the baby.
That's a good plan. Yeah, that's a great plan. Um, I understand that. So you, your plan is to go back to work, and are you planning on going to the same job, or you're getting a new job?
I would like to go back to my old job because I have a lot of friends there
Mm-hmm,
and I know most of the stuff that I do than
mm-hmm,
to start, than to be a beginner from a new place.
mm-hmm. Now, how would you prioritize your goals? So one of your goals is to go back to work and go back to your old job. And you also have your goals to um, go start swimming again, get back to, get your life back. So, but how would you prioritize your goal? How are you going to prioritize your goal?
Well, as you know, everybody needs money and everybody needs a job. So my first goal, my first priority is to get a job,
Mm-hmm,
to apply, to
mm-hmm,
reapply, you know, or
mm-hmm,
to call my manager to see if they can reinstate
mm-hmm,
me to work in the same department. That's my priority.
mm-hmm,
Then I'll be able to have money to take care of my baby and pay for my babysitter
mm-hmm,
while I'm at work.
mm-hmm. So at this time, you don't have anybody to stay with the baby for you for a few hours so that you can have little time for yourself. Can you manage to find someone who can
Mm,
volunteer to help you, someone who you trust with the baby?
at this time, people don't want to volunteer, so I don't have nobody to stay with the baby for me. So what I do is maybe when my husband is home, that's the only time I can sneak out of the house because I don't have nobody to stay home.
Hmm, I see. Unfortunately, that's very unfortunate. But I know you mentioned that you have friends. You have friends from work and other friends that you used to hang out before you have this baby and when you had the older babies. So none of them is available at this time. And but has you ever taken time to talk to your husband and put the situation in front of him that you are overwhelmed? You would like him to be more hands-on.
Well, whenever I talk to him, he always said there's nothing he can do, that he cannot carry the baby with him. So the baby is my priority, it's my, it's my responsibility. So I just think he doesn't care. So I just have to do what I have to do.
I understand the baby is your priority, but the baby is also his priority. Ellen, we are talking about your situation right now, and you are my client. Your husband is not. However, I must tell you that the same situation that you're going through right now, your husband might be going through the same situation. Because sometimes we think that it's only women who can have postpartum depression, but your husband might be depressed also. Because do you remember his behaviors or attitude toward the old kids when you had them? Was he able to help you, or was he helping, or like you just said, or he did not care?
Well, previously he has been helping, but this one right now is not helping. As I said earlier, because he said he wasn't expecting any more babies and he's not ready to, tight himself down
Mhm.
staying home because of any baby. So
I see. But the baby is your baby.
it's my baby.
It's not just yours. It's not just yours. It's the
Well,
baby.
when the baby grows up, then it's gonna be his baby.
Yeah. Yeah, when the baby grows up. Yeah, I'm sure he loves the baby. That doesn't mean he doesn't love him. He loves the baby. But I mean, maybe you can try to talk to him more about how he feels right now, because I got the impression that he's been feeling overwhelmed the same somehow. So he's working, right? He's working right now, right? Does he have a
Yes.
job?
Yes.
He's working long hours.
Long hour, 8 to 10 hours at times.
That's long. That's long. That's long. I understand you're trying to take care of yourself, but he might need your help also. And I'm glad that he was supportive enough to ask you to seek for counseling. And he might need some help also. Maybe he
I
needs
think you do.
I understand you need to take care of yourself, you need to take care of the babies, you need to take care of the older children. He might need your help because both of you are going through the same thing. You have a new baby, and yes, it did not plan, but it happened, and it's a baby. It's a baby. It's not like you go to a store, you buy something and you're going to return it. It's a baby. And that's very important. So again, so we are approaching to an end to our session today. I'm asking you to come to see me next week with your journal and make sure that you continue on working toward getting your health back.
Okay.
Helen, is there anything else you would like to add before we end this meeting?
No, I just want to say thanks for your concern.
Because I'm very proud of you. You've made really great progress. In 1 week, that's a lot. Be able to wake up early in the morning, take care of yourself, take care of your baby. And I can see that in your face. So you look better today, and I'm very happy to see
Thank you.
I will see you next week.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye.